Right, so let's together with us discover the key findings of chapter 11. We have 8 objectives which are listed in this slide, and you guys can see we'll go through this one by one and let you guys know what are our aim for this chapter. So first is we need to understand the environment in which the online retail sector operates today. The retail industry can be divided into 7 major firm types: general merchandise, durable goods, specialty stores, food and beverage, gasoline and fuel, motor, and online retail firms. Each type offers opportunities for online retail. The motor sector is the most similar to the online retail sales sector. During the early days of e-commerce, some predicted that the retail industry would be revolutionized based on reduced search cost, lower marketing entry cost, the replacement of physical store merchants by online companies, elimination of middlemen, and hypermediation. Today, it has become clear that few of the initial assumptions about the future of online retail were correct. Also, the structure of retail marketplace in the United States have not been revolutionized. The reality is that online consumers are not primarily cost-driven. Instead, they are brand-driven and influenced by perceived value as their offline counterparts. Online market entry costs were underestimated, as was the cost of acquiring new customers. Older traditional firms, such as the general merchandising giants and the established catalog-based retailers, are taking over as top online retail sites. This intermediation did not occur. On the contrary, online retailing has become an example of the powerful role that intermediaries play in retail trade.
So the next section, we will analyze the viability of these online firms. First, about the definition. Economic viability refers to the ability of firms to survive as a profitable business during a specified period. For this online business, we focus on the first 3 years of the companies. To answer the question about the economic viability, we take two business analysis approaches: strategic analysis and financial analysis. Uh, Comes to strategic analysis, this approach focuses on both the industry in which a firm operates and the firm itself, with the key factors which are barriers to entry, existence of substitute product, or power of suppliers and power of customers, which means the ability and possibility of firms or consumers to bargain with the other side effectively about the price or quality. Next, the industry value chain and firm value chain. It is about the process and method of operation that a firm has adopted to benefit from the industry or the nature of intra-industry competition. It answers to the question, is the basis of competition within the industry based on differentiated products and services, price or scope or focus of offerings. And last but not least, core competencies, technology and social and legal challenges. If strategic analysis helps us comprehend the competitive situation of the firm, financial analysis helps us understand how in fact the firm is performing. There are two parts we need to concern about. First, the statement of operation. It is revenue, expenses, or whether a company is making profit or loss, or the balance sheet tells us about the assets and liabilities of a firm, what inventory a firm has, what debt or what investment this firm has made.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about the challenges faced by the different types of online retailers. So despite being an evolution of traditional retailers and offering numerous advantages over its predecessor, online retailers still have to face a lot of challenges, the most prominent of which being one, cybersecurity issues. One of the biggest challenges faces insecurity breaches when it comes to online retailing. There is a lot of information data that is involved while dealing with e-commerce, and a technical issue with data can cause severe damage to the retailer's daily operations as well as brand image. A hacker hacking into the server and getting access to the database is any online retailer's greatest nightmare. The second is attracting the perfect customer. With the booming growing rate of e-commerce, customers have a myriad of online retailers to choose from these days. When the customers want to buy something online, they do research in order to make sure that what they buy will be the right one for them. And attracting the customers that will find their products appealing and also be located in an area that the product can be shipped to can decide the success or failure of an online retailer. Third is competition and competitor analysis. As mentioned before, online customers have a myriad of online retailers to choose from whenever they decide to buy something, which means that each and every online retailer has a lot of competition in the cyberspace. Analyzing the competitors when there are so many is no easy task for an online retailer, but it can be crucial to their success. The next is customer experience. So traditional brick and mortar retailers have to design their store layouts to provide the customers who come to their store the best experience in order to make them comfortable and willing to spend. And with online retailers, it is no different, except for the fact that the store is now a website. An online store may have a lot of traffic, lots of clicks and impressions, but still don't make the sales the seller anticipated. And last but not least is customer loyalty. It can cost up to 5 times more to acquire a new customer than an existing one. And the success chance of selling to an existing customer can be 3 to 15 times higher than a new one. With so many different options out there, it can be difficult for an online retailer to earn and maintain the loyalty of their customers.
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about some of the online sector features. The first is the service sector is the largest and most rapidly expanding part of the economy of advanced industrial nations. For example, in Vietnam, in 2020, the service sector account for nearly 42% of the GDP of Vietnam. This sector has consistently remained the largest contributor to Vietnam economy in recent years. And the second is the major service industrial groups are financial service, insurance, real estate, business, and health services. And third is the companies can be categorized into those that involve transaction brokering and those are involving providing hands-on service. The service sector is a knowledge and information intense industry. So for this reason, many services are uniquely suited to e-commerce and the strengths of the internet. And because of that, e-commerce offers extraordinary opportunities to improve transaction efficiencies and thus productivity.
About the trends taking place in the online financial service industry, I have to say that today the multi-channel established financial firms are growing the most rapidly and have the best prospects for long-term viability. Multi-channel firms that have both physical branches and solid online offerings have assumed market leader over pure online firms. In addition, financial portals now can provide comparison shopping services and steer consumers to online providers for independent financial advice and financial planning. Another trend is online market market. It has low growth rate because established online banks, traditional market vendors, and other online financial services firms have dominated the market. About the online real estate industry, the major impact of it is in influencing offline purchases, and the primary service is a listing of available houses with secondary links to mortgage lenders, credit reporting agency, loan calculator, school district data, sales price history by neighborhood, and even crime reports. Moving to the next key finding.
Okay, so the major trends in the online travel service industry today. The internet has become the most common channel used by customers to research travel options and book reservations for online airline tickets, rental cars, hotel rooms, and tours. In Vietnam, for example, we have LuxStay. If you guys know, LuxStay is the #1 online booking platform. With LuxStay, you can booking accommodations, resort, villas, hotels, private homes, apartments, and it's make the customer very convenient in booking online. And the major trends in online travel service include consolidations, the rise of meta search engines, mobile device, and social media.
Moving on to the next key finding, with the key finding 7, we are going to analyze the current trend in the online career services industry. Next to travel services, job hunting services have been one of the internet's most successful online services because they save money for both job hunters and employers. Secondly, online recruiting can also serve to establish the market prices and terms, thereby identifying both salary levels for specific jobs and the skill sets required to achieve those salary levels. Lastly, the major trends in the online career services industry are social networking, mobile job search engines, consolidation, diversification, and localization. And last but not least, the key finding number 8 that we find out through the chapter is we gain the understanding of the business models of the on-demand service company. On-demand service companies provide a platform that enables the on-demand delivery of various services by connecting providers as known as the seller who wish to exploit their spare resources such as cars, rooms with beds, and the ability to perform various services via their personal labor with consumer as known as the buyers who would like to utilize those resources and services. So the companies collect a fee both for sellers and buyers for using their platform. And in this industry, we have the outstanding companies that is the example. For example, the Uber, a car rental service, and the Airbnb, a room rental service, are the most well-known the on-demand services companies, and they are also among the most disruptive and controversial one. Yeah. So this is the end of our chapter summary, and we hope that through our findings, you guys can gain more knowledge of what the online services industry it's operating. And thank you for participating in our presentation. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Please feel free to contact us. Thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye.